So hello everybody. I'm so glad to meet all of you. This is a great group. I can't wait to hear what everybody else does. This is awesome. So I'm Kristin Tatman, and I'm a transformational life coach, and I do a couple of things, but I teach people mindset. I teach people how to uncover their thoughts and their limiting beliefs that are holding them back. I teach a class called Thought Pattern Perfecting, which is a class. It's a 3-week class, and I'm actually going to be doing it on Zoom. It's happening starting February the 4th on a Monday. So anyway, but it's three calls, and I teach people how to uncover their thoughts, their beliefs, and their patterns of behavior that are keeping them stuck. And a lot of times we have our unconscious mind. We have a lot of things that we're doing. We don't know what it is that we are doing. So I teach people how to actually study your thoughts. We track them in our phone, we print them out, and then we start looking at them as we see what it is that we're saying to ourselves and saying to others, and the way we're showing up in relationships. We become conscious of the unconscious ways of being, and we stop doing what's not working. It's really cool. I went to therapy for years, and was always trying to figure out what wasn't working in my relationships, why I was, always feeling like I wasn't having the success I wanted and things like that, and I could never get the answers. And it wasn't until I learned this process. I got my degree in spiritual psychology, and I started flying out to California every week, which is a whole nother thing about my life. I'm all about transformation, but this is where I learned this process, and so I've been teaching this, and it literally changes lives. So I love that. If you know anybody locally, anybody can take this class, but anyway, that's one of the things I do. And then the other thing I do is I really teach people how to get clear on what it is that they would love, like how to live a life that they love. And so I teach people through visioning. So I teach vision board workshops, but I also teach a mastermind. I have a mastermind program where we actually spend 6 months together getting really clear on what it is that you would love in the areas of your health and wellness, your time and money freedom, your vocation, and in your relationships. And it is a great process. As Rhonda mentioned earlier, we did a little bit different variation of it last year, but really tapping in, getting to know ourselves, like what do I love, what do I want, listening to ourselves, becoming more assertive, becoming more visible, working on our businesses. So that's a monthly program that I do, and it's great. And Shannon's in that group. And
it's amazing, honestly. Yeah. It's just been a couple weeks, and it really is life transforming. I wish I would have found it in my 20s instead of my 40s.
Exactly. Me too. Exactly. But everything happens as it's supposed to. So we spend a lot of time understanding the energy of gratitude and the importance of being in gratitude. I was thinking as I was coming to this today, we could have a different, perspective of what's this day going to be like. We create a vision for what this day is going to be like in our heads. I'm going to go into this thing. I'm going to print out 50 flyers because I'm going to have 50 conversations. Or we can go, well, I hope somebody comes, and I hope, I don't know who's going to come, or, because you don't know, this is a new thing. I'm so excited about it. But we create that for ourselves. So, and then you start creating like the anxiety around it, or the panic, or, how do I get prepared and stuff. So instead I teach people, like, get clear, like, what do you want this day to be like? You want to show up in the energy of being in service. We don't want to be in get energy. Like, get energy just repels people. If you want to get a sale, you're going to just repel people. So you want to be like, how can I show up and be in service today to the people that are in this room? How can I, so I brought some things. If anybody wants to do this, we can do a visioning exercise together, and I can help you get a little clarity, which would be fun. So I already have one sign up. Yes, we're going to do that. So anyway, but really, it's really about your perspective. It's about what you expect in your life. We create our life with our thoughts. So every thought that we have is creating a reality. If you don't like your reality, then you need to change your thoughts. And so that's why I love the thought pattern class. I just think it's a game changer. People who are in relationships with each other, husbands and wives, will do this together, and it will completely change the way their relationship works, because they're starting to notice that they're poking at each other. They're noticing they're belittling their spouse or whatever, or they're talking down to them. They notice, and they stop doing it. So it's really super powerful, and we do that. That class is included in the mastermind program. So anyway, but yeah, I teach vision board workshops at people's offices. If you know any companies, or if you are in a multi-level marketing group and you want a speaker to train and do vision board workshops for your teams, I do that sort of thing. So I'm looking for opportunities to speak, and again, if anybody wants to do anything today, I've got all kinds of fun tools and things over here. I've got some calendars for you guys if you want for the year, and I think that's it. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one call if we can't get it done today, you can sign up to do that too. So I'm excited to get to know all of you, and thank you.
mastermind group and the thought pattern perfectors group. You can do both, or you can do them separately, but they're online Zoom. So you don't have to go meet someplace, you know, you just do it in your PJs if you want to.
Right, exactly.
Come as you are.
Yeah.
But it really does make it convenient. But with Zoom, you feel like everybody's there with you.
Yeah.
So it really does make you feel like you still have that support in that community. And Kristin and I just did a clarity call. And it's a 1 hour, you know, really great call where you solidify, okay, what is my vision in the different areas? What is it that I want to achieve? You know, maybe what are some things that I feel like have been holding me back? And, you know, that clarity call really gives you just that. It really helps give you clarity in terms of, you know, solidifying what it is that you want. So thank you.
Yeah, I will just say, you know, the key to creating a life that you love, when you do vision boards and things, you always want to project out, like look at what does my life look like 3 years from today? Like what would I love? You know, so 50% of it is very doable. You're like, I can get on board with that. The other 50%, you're like, wow, that's big, that's scary, that's good, that's what you want. You want to write that down. And then you want to write down in each of these areas of your life what it is that that you want. And then you want to review it every day. The reason why we all have, you know, we go to these workshops and, you know, we create a vision board and we put it away. Some people will manifest and create the things that were on there. But if you are visiting your vision every single day and you're really tapping in, you make decisions every day about, is this in alignment with my vision? You know, the other little shiny squirrel objects and things, like they won't pull you off because you're like, you review your vision every day. That's what we're doing in the mastermind. We have a planner, so we write it out and then you look at it. And so I would just encourage all of you, you know, when you get clear about what it is that you want for your businesses right now, just picture it, but then write it out and keep adding to it. But review it every single day, because if you review it before you fill your calendar out for the day, things that try and get on there and things that you don't love, you know, ask yourself, would I love this? If somebody invites you to go do something, it doesn't sound, no, I wouldn't love that. And is it in line with my vision? No. And it's much easier to say no too. So anyway, thanks guys.